Hey friends, it's John Jennings, your business and leadership coach, and here just sharing some thoughts about this great time of year that we're about to embark on, that thing called summer. Schools are out, everybody's graduating, celebrating their kids and all those things. Golf courses are busy, the spring and summer storms are coming and all that stuff. And a lot of people go, "Hey, what are your plans for the summer?" And of course, I tell them about, my kids, my family, we're all going to the beach in July. We're excited about that, and some people go, "I don't even have time for vacation," or some like, "Oh, I can't wait for vacation. I need a break." And that reminds me a lot from kind of my corporate days when I just looked so forward to vacations because they were an escape. I just needed it to get a break. And then I came back and I was more miserable than ever. And I see that with a lot of business owners who sometimes won't even take a vacation because they say, "I just don't have the time and energy. It's just not worth it." And so I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the podcast host was giving this idea that we've got this burnout going on, all this stuff going on with business owners. And he said something, and I'm going to butcher what he said, but he said something to the effect of, "It doesn't matter if you vacation well if you don't vocation well." And I thought, man, that's actually a great saying, and it really fits with a lot of things I do with my business owner clients or those leaders there at the top of the organization. We look at how are you spending your work life in a way that's maximizing your energy and not leading you towards burnout. Business owners are extremely stressed. I know it. I see it every day in every business owner I work with. So here's three keys that I'm going to share with you today. First, are you working in the areas are you doing the things that drive energy and value to your company? If not, then you're really spinning that wheel and not going anywhere. So I look at a couple of things. One is, are you working in your flow? There's this concept of your flow, meaning where your skills are maximized, but also your energy, your challenge, your purpose is also maximized. And when those two things happen together, we say you're working in your flow. And so we kind of look at what are those things that give you energy, that give you purpose, that give you challenge, and we try to figure out how to maximize those types of activities. Another thing we say is, are you working in your area of your awesomeness? And I love this idea, and I talk about it in my book. Another coach taught me about this, and I use it with all of my clients, is looking at, are you spending your time doing the things that give energy, that give purpose, and also value to your organization? Because if you're not, you're essentially not fulfilling your maximum value. And so we look at all the different things you do, and we look at the things that drive energy and the things that don't. For example, for me, doing things like balancing the checkbook is the most de-energizing thing I can do. But for some people, that might be a great thing. But since that de-energizes me, I make sure to outsource that or delegate that so that I don't have to do that. I do, but for example, if you ask me to create some content, shoot a video, do a training class for some leaders, coach a leader, man, I'm great at that. I love doing that. And that gives me energy. In fact, when I don't do as much of that in a given day, man, my energy level goes down because I'm not doing the things that I really feel I was set on this earth to do. And then, are you working at the right level? If you're a business owner, you should be spending a lot of time in that visionary role. We talk about 3 eyes of a business owner, 3 roles. There's the visionary, the manager, and the technician. We want you to be being more of a visionary, less what a manager, and even the least being a technician. And so we look at your hourly rate. We would look at what you should be worth, the types of tasks you should be doing. But we know that when you're doing more of those visionary things, again, it's driving more energy and purpose and meaning in what you're doing. So that's the first thing. We're really focusing on, are you working on the things that drive energy and value? The second thing is, are you taking care of yourself? Are you getting the sleep you need? Are you eating well? Are you exercising? Are you doing the things to keep this physical structure in shape. I'm not saying you have to be a great athlete. Heaven knows I'm not. But I do try to take care of myself. I do try to eat well. I do try to get a good night's sleep. Are you sleeping, to the point that you wake up on your own, or are you sleeping until the alarm and then hitting snooze 3 or 4 times? I can tell you that if you're doing the latter, you're not getting a good night's sleep. So are you winding down effectively at night? And are you using some, there's some mental tricks and stuff you can do to help yourself get in a better mindset so you can sleep well? And then, like I said, are you eating well? Are you loading up on caffeine all day long from the moment you wake up, or are you using caffeine and other stimulants to, in a healthy way to help you get through the day? Those are all effective things. And then third, finally, do you have effective boundaries? So does your team know when you need to be engaged in a decision and when they need to cover it? Part of that is, do you have effective values in place, decision-making values, so that they go, oh, I know in this situation, John's always going to say, do this. So I don't need to take it to him because I know that's what he's going to say. But another type of boundaries that's really important for business owners is the boundaries outside of work. What's the boundaries for after 5 o'clock or on the weekend? What level of issue needs to be brought to me? What can wait till Monday morning or tomorrow morning? What method of communication? Is it a text? Is it an email? Those are things, especially in small businesses, I really encourage my owners to set in place, so that they're not constantly being, interrupted by dings, from their text coming in, that they're not constantly living on email all weekend just to see what's going on. Figuring out how to shape that and find those boundaries. So that's a few ideas to help you vocation well. And then if you vocation well, you can vacation well and you won't come back as stressed. I hope this has been good for you. A little longer than what I usually do, but it was, I thought, a lot of good content. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great summer and a great vacation.